I used to be very much online for my businesses, not personally. However, my Instagram sort of became my personal area. I've gotten so many of the exact same questions reoccurringly, so I'm just going to try to answer them. The main one I get is truly where I've been if I'm alive. I have been offline to protect my safety as well as to keep my brand safe. I just needed to step back for a second. I've also been healing, rebuilding. I've been out of the hustle for a little bit. I was so used to the fast pace. So it's really been nice to just like live by the seasons and enjoy. Why did you stop posting? I stopped posting because I had to. I was getting harassed, defamed, and blackmailed for the longest time until we figured out who it was. Investigators are involved and got involved. So I needed to stop posting to ultimately protect my peace as well as protect my brands. What happened to your businesses? Again, I needed to pause them to protect them ultimately. Do I still have WhatsApp Canada? Yes, absolutely. So I still have WhatsApp Canada. It evolved from what it was before lockdown. It used to be a major blogging network across Canada. I had teams of bloggers in different provinces, different cities, and obviously lockdown paused that. And we relaunched it as a magazine when we were able to pivot out of, lockdown. I feel like I've said lockdown like 85 times so far, so major apologies. Are you still making candles and body butter? Yeah. So that was my first company that I started ages ago. Yes, I still make candles and body butter for fun. The company is down, but I have some exciting news. I'm going to be relaunching the brand on the first day of fall. Ultimately, though, before it was truly operating like a business. I had a head office, I had employees, we would do events. And the goal at the time was to obviously make sales and fill orders. I did not enjoy it. It was really like an oiled machine. Whereas now, the way that I'm going to be operating it is just going to be true to me. I'm not going to just keep filling orders just for the sake of it. I'm going to have product drops, and that way I will be able to make, 100 pumpkin spice candles, 100 secret garden body butters, like cozy stuff. I'll actually be able to enjoy doing it, packaging it, all of that. And when it sells out, and that's it. And this time it's not going to be based on, like sales and hitting those targets. It's really just going to be fun. What changed about your businesses and how they will be run? This one I've been getting more because people are asking me if I'm still, you know, Canada boss vibe. That was my title ages ago, and I've definitely hung up that hat. But now I'm definitely feeling as though the way I've been functioning is more soft CEO vibes. So I'm still like bossy ish, but not like the crazy hustle where, earning awards was what almost validated the hard work I was doing. It's more, I'm going to be functioning softer, happier, healthier, which is a big one. Are you really writing a book? Yes. I have written two books. One was a fiction, terribly done. It was more just like a fun little outlet. The other was a actual oh boy. Okay. The other, I've spoken about this before. I'm not trying to put fuel on the fire, but my businesses, my companies obviously had to close down because I was getting blackmailed and defamed. And when it went legal to investigations, I needed to obviously document everything. And there was just so much. So instead of just writing notes here and there, I just figured I would write the whole story from beginning to end. And it became a book. I actually want to say it might have been the best thing I could have done for myself because it was a very healing process. It's nice to know that my experience could potentially be available for others because today everyone's online. If you're trying to be a creator or an influencer, or if you're an entrepreneur, you have to be online and you are going to get bullied, harassed, defamed. It's unfortunately a part of the game. But if I could bring any form of awareness to the situation, it would be nice if my story could help people in the future. So I don't think I will publish it, but I may self-publish it. We'll see. And then, yeah, I'm actually going to start writing my new fiction book. I have my story and everything in my head. I need to do the outline and stuff, but I just love writing. I love going into the forest and writing. So we're working on that, or we're about to work on that. Where am I living now? Okay, so this also, I got questions about if I still have an office and all of that. So no, I do not have an office anymore. I do not have a big team of employees anymore. I closed the office and yeah, was living. So I had a lakeside studio. I loved it so much, but it was still sort of in city area. So it was nice to have the mix of the nature, but it was also not very private. So what I did is I ended up moving to a little cottage on the outskirts of the forest. I've always just been in love with the seasons, the holidays, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, spring, all of the things. So I feel as though I'm living my dream. I do, however, still have my studio, and I'm going to be converting it into where I do my work, where I'm going to be doing all of my orders and products and all of that in the fall, as well as recording my new podcast. So, another thing is I have been podcasting and I actually just deleted the entire thing. And I'm going to be relaunching my new podcast, which I'm very excited about because I feel as though my issue with the last one was that I wasn't able to be authentically myself. I was still almost wearing that professional hat. And no, guys, let's just be ourselves. That's my new routine. Like, I don't really like that question. It's really hard to answer. Um, I'm going to be documenting a lot. So I guess you'll be able to see it there. But in a nutshell, I wake up really early. I wake up to the sounds of like birds and nature. Like, I want to say sometimes, but mostly also turkeys. It's so funny. Yeah, I get up early, go outside, journal, meditate, write, read, and then I'll start my workday early. It's going to look differently because yeah, in fall, I'm going to be at my lake studio a lot. It's going to be much longer hours. But, anyways, I guess you'll see. Sorry, that was not an answer. Do you still post on Instagram? I haven't. I haven't posted on Instagram. I'll probably come back. I wasn't posting just because anytime I would post, I would get like so much hate and bullying and slander and um, talking badly about my brands, and just like it was insane by so many made up profiles. But now that's stopped. I mean, it stopped because I haven't been posting, but they're not allowed to be doing that anymore. So yeah, I'll probably go back to Instagram. We'll see what happened with your health. Are you done with hustle culture? Okay. I'm fully retired from hustle culture. That is gone. That is donezo. And I live, like I said, just doing the things that truly make me happy. Writing, filming, making candles, body butter, my podcasting, and relaunching my magazine, hopefully in the spring. Magazine's still on the table, which I'm really excited about. My health. Okay, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. Pre-lockdown, my body was going into states of paralysis. We didn't know what it was. And ultimately, they were able to determine what it was. I still have pretty rough days. I would say maybe 40 to 50% of my days are bad, where some days I can't sit up, some days I can't see properly. But we could talk about that another time. Um, it's weird talking about health on here, but I'm just going to be open. I do have now 5 autoimmune diagnoses. But the major one is called ankylosing spondylitis. What's the podcast called? I will announce it in the fall. It's all like soft CEO energy, lifestyle entrepreneurship, psychology, mindset, like all of the things. So that's going to be really fun. What is next? Okay, what is next? I'm going to be vlogging and documenting a lot of the behind the scenes. Yeah, hopefully be able to connect with you guys. I want to get to know you guys. I want to see what you're doing. I want to be friends. I love YouTube so much. Living our cozy CEO seasonal life. I guess, in a couple words. Oh, I got one about, oh my God, that nobody writes about you anymore. Oh my God, I don't even know how to answer that. Sorry, I just have one or two more. I mean, yeah, before I was so online and all of my platforms were online, of course, there's going to be a lot of, I guess, media, and that's not the case anymore. Also, I feel as though striving for awards was what truly validated the hard work that my team would do. And that's not what made me happy. That's not it. So yeah, no one writes about me anymore. And truly, I'm someone who's always been behind the scenes. I've always liked being, the manager, but I never liked filming or being, oh, I would hate doing panels. I would hate doing TV interviews. So yeah, that was never me. That's about it. It was so nice to catch up. Yeah, unfortunately, life got too loud. I had to disappear. I'm really happy I did because I just came back happy and just in such a different place. And that's it. So I hope we could be friends. I hope we can connect. I'd love to get to know all of you guys and your stories and just can't wait. Just can't wait. Okay, guys.